My goodness. I am so tired. I just got back. It's been a busy week, but I was able to get some reading in. So I am through chapter. I think last time I left off, I had done chapter 12. So now I am through chapter 14. Now I will say this. About my experience with Reaper's Gale. I was starting to get a little bit negative in the last two chapters, especially because I was having a little bit of a Bone Hunters moment, if you've been watching since then, where I was kind of loving it for the first half of the book, and I'm really that way. This happens a lot with me, just so you know. Where I love the setup and things, but then I start to kind of, and this happens with movies as well for me, where I love the setup, and then in Bone Hunters, so many things got introduced and so many things were converging that I started to lose the plot a little bit. Now, that's happening a little bit for me in Reaper's Gale, because I'm really invested in the Lethery Edur versus the All and the new characters we have. I'm very invested in Karsa and Icarium. And I love Trull, but even in this one, I'm more invested in the things that kind of aren't to do with Trull, but it's very, very cool. And Onrak is now a flesh and blood. I might love Onrak more than Trull, to be honest. And there might be some Edur that I love more than Trull, which is going to break his heart if he ever hears that. But I love the Edur, and I knew that the Bone Hunters were coming, but where I left off with the Bone Hunters was a little bit negative. Because it was just a lot to take in. There's just a lot of characters. And people keep assuring me that you don't really need to know all the characters specifically, but I like to. It's just, I like to. And I think most people feel that way as well. It's hard to it's hard to not hold on to everything. So some things like that have been hard to just kind of let go, or just read past. Other things, there's a lot going on with the plot. And I love that. I truly love that. I think my second read of Malazan is going to be much more comfortable and easygoing, and I'm looking so forward to it. And I love the history of everything that happened, but there's really a lot that's happening. And even in this one, there are a lot of deals being made and little side things. There's people kind of hearing whispers, like Saren with the Makros, which I believe is, that's a Warren. And now it's speaking. There's just things that, since I am not a big epic fantasy reader, I would love to be. But this is the first one that I've really done, and I'm picking a doozy to start. So I've been so grateful to you guys for having some of that patience with me there when I make some of the worst takes ever, and just silly videos and things like that. Now, even though I was a little bit down when the Malazans showed up, it's been awesome. It's been very, very cool as they've gone into the towns and seen some of what's going on. And I kind of forgot why they're headed here. They are coming to wage war with the Edur. And now we are seeing, with Reaper's Gale, we are seeing that kind of, this thing between the Edur and the Lethery. And at first I thought, well, yes, the Edur are clearly in charge, but it's the Lethery who are are running things. And I just am so fascinated by all the things that are going down, by the all who hate the Lethery, and now the Malazans who want to go against the Edur. And I like characters from each of these factions that have shown up. And we have Karsa. Who knows what's going to happen with that? We have Ikarium. It's just crazy how much is going on. And it's exciting, but also it can be a little bit frustrating. Not frustrating towards Steven Erikson and Ian C. Esselmont. I love this world that they've constructed. Frustrating with myself for being such a numbskull sometimes and not understanding everything. I am so grateful for some of you who watch this and want to answer questions on the Discord. I have some awesome people over there helping me out. So I don't have much to say, though, as far as analysis and big reactions yet. I'm kind of just enjoying the ride. And if I don't feel super compelled to do a video, I'm not going to do that because I don't want to flood your feeds. You know that there are times where I will get a chapter and I will do 2 or 3 videos in a night. And I want to keep it that way where I'm being very selective on after doing the first part of the book where I talk about each chapter really in depth. I want to make sure that after that, I'm very selective about some of the reactions and things, and that I can actually kind of enjoy it at my own pace as well, even though obviously I'm very grateful for people coming in and liking some of the reactions. I think when we get to maybe the last couple books, at least the very last book, I will do some of these chapter reactions all the way through. But, it's very hard for me to juggle all this. And I keep looking at this other stuff. I'm writing so much on the side right now. I'm looking at my screen here. I have my little window where I'm talking, but I just stopped writing a whole bunch of notes of extra things that I would like to put into the world building of my own thing. And I've had to redo a lot of what I had done. And I really would like to go all in that, but I do want to finish. I do want to finish this main line of books and then maybe go dark a little bit. So I'm just one of those people that I can only kind of hyper-focus on one thing. And it's right now, if I'm going to do these videos, I'm going to keep focusing on reading these books. But on the side, I'm doing all these notes and things, but I'm not doing much actual writing right now. But it has been great for some planning and things like that. But I know once we get to November, I'm going to take off that whole month, I think, and just focus on writing. So you won't see me then, but this has been great. I've been really appreciative of this community. And again, this is a side thing for me. Like, I'm not putting a bunch of eggs in this YouTube basket, other than it's nice to interact with people here. And I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. I don't know if... I have no idea. This Reaper's Gale thing, just the title of the novel itself, just makes me think that there are going to be so many people dying, but not dying, or maybe that gets kind of removed and now people can kind of move on. We're finally starting to get some explanation of why these spirits are kind of they kind of linger in this place where they can, they just kind of linger, which is so cool and so compelling and interesting. But right now, I don't think I have much to say yet. I think when we get through this sub-book 3, I'm imagining things are going to pick up. But right now, it's a little bit more of the same. Now that the Malazans have shown up, it's some of this extra kind of context that I'm really craving, that I'm trying to figure out, and I'm feeling like I'm really at like a low level, so I don't want to go on here and tell you guys a bunch of things that I don't understand. So right now, yeah, I'm just trying to figure things out as far as the plot and some of that deep contextual stuff going on. Anyway, I'm rambling now. But I wanted to thank you guys again and keep tuning in. I do have some things planned that I think will be kind of funny. I don't know when those will come out. I have things planned for House of Chains that I want to do a House of Chains specific video of a certain thing that happens that I still haven't done. Again, I'm just happy people are here, and I'm looking forward to where this series goes. I keep looking online for different editions of these books and things, and holy crap, these hardcover editions are expensive. I wish there were more of those, and I hope I can get my hands on some of these broken binding editions that I think are coming up, but who knows? Who knows if that'll happen. Anyway, this was super chill, and I'm hoping that we can get further into this, and I hope that if you've tuned in, you've had some fun along the way, and hopefully you stick with me a little bit as we get to the tail end of this series. I can't believe we're on book 7, halfway through book 7. So I'll talk to you guys really soon on the next one, whenever that is.